Hey friends, Zoe here. I hope you're having an amazing day. So, today I want to talk to you about normalizing friendships ending. So, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, it just kind of feels like there isn't really that much content about this in our world, in the sense that when we have friends that fall away from our lives for different reasons or in different chapters, it can be quite painful. And I found it, difficult in my own journey to find supportive content for that, because naturally there's a lot of content about romantic breakups, but not necessarily friendship breakups. So we're going to add some normalization into the mix, some validation into the mix, and let's talk about it. Okay, so as we go through the magical journey of life that it is, we are consistently evolving as human beings. And scientifically, I believe it's every 7 years, all of our cells have regenerated. So we are essentially a whole new human being. Just to kind of give some context there, or just set an energetic precedent that it is natural to change, it is natural to evolve. And in that process, sometimes we evolve with people and sometimes we don't. And that's okay, because everybody is on their own unique journey. And the pain or the pressure in hanging on to people or feeling that need to make things stay the way that they've always been is that we put each other in boxes, or we put a friendship in a box and we say, okay, this is how amazing it was at a certain point of time in our life. And I need it to look the same way as it always has in order for me to feel safe, in order for me to feel secure in that friendship. But if we're evolving, right, and we want that same freedom as we evolve, we need to give those people who are close with us in our lives the same ability to evolve. So in friendships, a good thing to look for if you're feeling triggered, not seen or not heard, or you feel like somebody's viewing you as a previous version of yourself versus the you that you have become, a good place to look is, am I also putting that person in a box? Am I also putting that particular friendship in a box and expecting it to only look a certain way? Because friendships are for a reason, or for a season, or for a lifetime. I've had friends that I've made over a decade ago, and we are still just as close. We may not necessarily talk as often or go through periods of time where we're caught up in our own lives. And then when we circle back, it's like no time has changed. But I've also had friends that I found have been very close to me in a certain period of time. And then there's some sort of falling out, or it's just not working anymore. And these falling outs or these drifting aparts, they can happen for various reasons. But I think at the core of it is that you grow together or you grow apart. People are evolving sort of on the same timeline or the same frequency as you, or they may not be. They may be down a different path. And by no means is one person's path more important than the other, or one person's path the better path to be on. We're all actually in the perfect place at the perfect time. So no matter what is happening on your journey versus on your friend's journey, it's all divine for each of you. And like I said, I want to normalize the fact that friendships fall away. They teach us lessons, and these soul contracts that we've actually chosen before we come into this body for this human experience. Sometimes when those contracts are up, they're up. And you may have noticed certain periods of time in your life where you've had a friend and you've sort of hit this place of no return, or you've sort of felt into this place where you're trying to make it work. And it's no longer that effortless being of a friendship that it used to be. And this could perhaps be because that soul contract is up. And for me personally, when I found that I'm in this place of efforting in a friendship or trying in a friendship, the more and more that I try to make it work, the more and more tumultuous or triggering it gets. It's like I'm trying to save something from the past that is naturally meant to be set free. Or I'm trying to hold something in that box when it's meant to evolve and grow. And naturally, those triggers can happen when friendships have run their course. Let's say those lessons in the contract have been learned. And triggering is actually what we came here to do. I know it can be uncomfortable for a lot of us to face that, as in we don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. We want to minimize people's discomfort. And especially when, let's say, you're drifting away from someone, there might be some difficult conversations to be had. But like I said, you came here to trigger people. You're doing your job on planet Earth if you're triggering people. because we are all on this continuous journey of getting triggered and healing, bringing in awareness, and vice versa. If someone else is triggering you, they're doing the right thing because you're gaining awareness about your life just as they're gaining awareness about theirs. So it is natural for certain relationships to run their course in life. It's just the way that it goes. And I know sometimes in this detachment process of letting go of a friendship, there can tend to be this sort of scarcity or this loneliness that might present itself like, oh, well, if this person leaves my life, then I'm sort of missing a friend, or I'm missing out, or I'm losing something that I had. But the truth is that you're gaining awareness about yourself, you're gaining spaciousness, you're gaining a new level of freedom, and you're creating a space for a more aligned, evolved friendship to come into your life. I can promise you that with each and every friendship that I've let go of, especially in certain chapters like the dark night of the soul, this is a time of great shedding where you will naturally just shed a lot of people who are not energetically aligned with you and who may not have your best interests in mind. So it's important to trust that process because God, source, the universe is in this space of bringing in more soul family to you. And if I may share from my personal life, every single time that I've moved, changed geographic locations, I've always naturally detached from certain people who I was close with in a certain space and time. And then I've opened up to receive new friendships. And what's amazing about the new friendships that I've always welcomed in is that they are like immediate soul connections. They are like soul family connections. I had this, for example, when I moved to Rome and met Soph. Soph and I met and we went out for aperitivo one day and it was like instantly besties. And then coming to Bali, where I had a few Canadian friends at first, and then everybody went back home and I was left without any friends. I can tell you in a span of 4 weeks after setting an intention to the universe, okay, I'm ready to make some soul friendships in my life, instant besties. I started going to Body Factory and I hired a personal trainer, Jade, who has become one of my besties, and my friend Grayson, who we met via Instagram and just decided to go for a beach walk one day and instantly connected like we've known each other forever. These things happen so effortlessly and so easily. So I want to be here as, yes, granting you the validation that friendships fall away from your life and it's a natural process, but also planting those seeds that any time that you're saying goodbye, you're creating a beautiful space for something more aligned to enter. And this isn't just in friendships, it's in letting go of jobs and letting go of careers and taking leaps of faith. Anytime that you're letting something go, it's never a loss because the gain is coming. And the gain is already there with self-awareness and spaciousness, a new level of freedom. And the gifts and the blessings are coming. So yeah, just wanted to validate that for you guys. I've been through it myself many times, and especially in the dark night of the soul, which I know that a lot of us have been navigating lately in our lives, but trust the process and know that you're on your own divine perfect path. Think about what I said and maybe save this video as a reminder for when you need it. And if any of you would like any additional support along your journey, I am a one-on-one life coach and I'm presently intaking new clients. So I'll leave my website down below. And if I'm resonating with you, I would absolutely love to work with you on this journey that is life. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.